Today I'm sharing my exact intermittent fasting schedule that I use as a nutritionist to help de-bloat, stay energized, achieve mental clarity, and feel really great in the process. Now I always wake up around 6 a.m. So after fasting overnight from my previous dinner, I like to extend my fast a little bit later into the morning. This is because in the morning is when most people are going to be insulin resistant or the most insulin resistant. And this is due to naturally higher levels of cortisol in the morning. So breaking my fast too early in the morning when my body's going to be more insulin resistant can lead to higher increases in the storing hormone insulin, which then can completely shut off that fat burning process called lipolysis. And especially for maintained energy levels, I like to really optimize for staying in that more fat burning state in the morning. So during this fasted state, I always go on about a 20 or 30 minute morning walk with my dog. And then about 4 to 5 days per week, I follow that with about a 20 to 30 minute strength training workout. Now at this point, I've had nothing but water. I personally like to work out in a completely fasted state to help optimize for the increase in growth hormone, which is our muscle protection hormone during that fast. I've also found that working out in a fasted state helps to keep my energy levels a lot higher throughout the day. But immediately after working out, I always make sure to have a big glass of water followed by a fairly heavy pinch of Celtic sea salt, typically anywhere between 1/8 to a 1/4 teaspoon. And this is because with intermittent fasting, but also with keeping insulin levels a little bit lower during that fasted state, actually causes quite a bit of water and sodium to be released, which is why a lot of people who don't adjust for this and increase their electrolyte intake tend to experience muscle weakness or headaches when they first start to incorporate intermittent fasting. So I always make sure to have some type of electrolyte replacement in the morning. Now around 8 to 8:30-ish in the morning is when I'll have my keto coffee. Now this is where the true fast is broken. So for more of those migrating motor complex benefits, which is our gut cleaning process, that has ended at this point. But because my keto coffee contains only pure fat sources that don't spike the storing hormone insulin, I'm still maintaining those lower insulin benefits that the fast would normally have. So because insulin is staying low but fat has been consumed, it's now a fasting mimicking portion of the intermittent fast. Now there are pluses and minuses of using a true fast versus fasting mimicking, which I've done a blog post on. You can check that out in the description below. Now, after that 1 cup of coffee, I'll typically have another 2 to 3 glasses of water throughout my fasting mimicking period, and possibly even a little bit more sea salt if I'm feeling like my energy levels are lower. But I also make sure to incorporate at least a slight walk every hour or so. If I'm really busy with work, this can even literally just be taking a couple minutes to walk throughout my house. I like to do this during that fasting period and get moving as often as possible because it helps to keep insulin sensitivity up by getting the muscles contracting, which I'm not personally looking to achieve a weight loss goal, but insulin sensitivity is a huge important aspect to health. But if you are looking to achieve a weight loss goal, it is also a really important step. Now about 15 minutes or so before I go to break my fast, I'll have my apple cider vinegar sipper, or as it's known in the complete intermittent fasting bundle, the ACV sipper. This features diluted apple cider vinegar, which I like to take before first meal because of the studied benefits of apple cider vinegar helping to improve postprandial blood glucose levels. So it can really just help to ease the transition from that fasted to the fed state or the fasted to the eating window state. Now, depending on my schedule, I'm going to well and truly break my fast anywhere between 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Now, this is typically a smoothie, which I've shared so many of my smoothie recipes for, like with this video right here, but also have cottage cheese bowls, chia pudding, Greek yogurt bowls. Any of the recipes from my complete intermittent fasting bundle are going to be really on rotation here. Or I'll take the AM nutrient timing from the complete intermittent fasting bundle and construct a new meal so that I get enough of the proteins and the fats, as well as some fiber to make sure I'm feeling full and satisfied. Because I really emphasize not snacking between meals, even during my eating window. This helps to activate that gut cleaning process, migrating motor complex, which really aids in de-bloating in between meals. Because when you eat, it's completely shut off. So I make sure to not snack in between, because I used to previously suffer from a lot of severe bloating, and using the intermittent fasting and the AM nutrient timing to get those gaps between meals has really helped to improve this. So usually my lunch will be anywhere between 2 to 3 p.m. Although if my schedule is quite hectic, and I know it's going to be quite hectic, I will have a 2-meal structure that day. So I'll make sure to add more protein to my breakfast and then my dinner so that I'm getting enough for my needs between these 2 meals. But usually I'm having a lunch, and this can be something like a protein-rich salad, an egg scramble, or if I'm short on time, the adult snack pack. And it'll typically consist of like 3 hard-boiled eggs, 1 or 2 ounces of high-quality cheese, some olives, and then some vegetables on the side to munch on. And outside of the small walks I mentioned earlier, I always go on a bigger middle of the day walk. I found this is not only important for stress reduction, but it also helps continue with that insulin sensitivity by getting the muscles contracting in the middle of the day. And I found it really helps increase my productivity, even though I'm taking the time to go outside and go for a walk, because it's been found that negative ion exposure helps to significantly reduce serum cortisol levels. So this walk will be anywhere between 20 to 60 minutes. Really depends on my schedule for that day, but I always make sure to get some amount of a slightly longer walk in. Now, dinner is always going to be around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Just like all of my meals, it's a very protein, fat, and fiber focused meal. So I'll either use one of the recipes from the Intermittent Fasting bundle, especially like making the pumpkin chili or the spaghetti squash bolognese. Those are some of my like go-to favorites. But because high quality sleep is just as important for stress reduction, for de-bloating, and if you're looking to achieve a weight loss goal, also for achieving that weight loss goal, I always try and make sure to get at least 2 hours between the last bite of dinner to when I'm going to bed. So this means about 2 hours of a true fast before bed. Going to bed after just completing a meal can really disrupt sleep quality, and I found huge improvements in my sleep quality just by not eating close to bedtime. So to end the night during that 2-hour fast before bed, I like to personally take a little bit of magnesium to help with the muscle recovery from my workout earlier in the day, as well as to help improve sleep quality. And then my fiance and I always go on a short walk outside with our dog. This is actually really great to help naturally increase melatonin production, which is our sleep hormone, because melatonin is also going to be triggered in response to darkness. And rarely do we actually ever expose our eyes to darkness. So going on a short walk outside when it's dark out can also help to improve sleep quality. Now, if you're curious on more of the actual specifics of what I eat during my eating window, you can check out this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out with new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.